My name's Imaya, and you're watching Everything with Imaya, where I talk about and do everything, anything, and the in-betweens. I got this comment on my TikTok page, basically this girl asking me about what hairstyles I do because I'm a lazy black girl when it comes to doing my natural hair. So I decided I wanted to talk about some of the things I do as a lazy natural and just talk about my journey as being a natural because I'm about to be 6 years natural. So let's talk about it. In light of Friday the 13th just passing this last Friday, the world got shut down, pandemic happened, and everybody flipped the freak out. Now for me, that consisted of chopping off all my hair and looking bald. Yep, yeah. So in 2019, I was a freshman in high school, and at the time, my sister had been natural for a couple years, and then my mother had just cut off her hair like 2 years prior. And at the time, the only hairstyles I would do is crochet hair, braids, or I'd have a sew-in. Those were the three things I really did. And I remember just seeing all of these girls doing like hairstyles on their hair, and they had like natural curls, and I would do them on my hair, but obviously my hair was heat damaged because I had been perming it since I was God knows how young. Funny story, I went into my mom's room, I told her I'm gonna cut all my hair off, and I think she was tired because you know how black mothers are. They're working very hard to support their children and they're just tired at the end of the day. So when you come in and tell them something, they're just like, okay, whatever, like just leave me alone. So I told her I was gonna cut all my hair off. She's like, okay. I go in the bathroom, I take the scissors and I just start chopping. And I remember going back into her room. She wasn't livid, but she was like, oh my gosh, why would you do that? Da-da-da. And I was like, I told you I was gonna cut my hair off. Like, what do you? So safe to say, 6 years later, both me and my mom are very glad I still made that choice. But at that point in time, there was a lot going on. Over the past couple of years, I've changed into like a blow dry, straight natural, not really straight because I don't like putting heat on my hair. So now we segue into what did I do to grow my hair? How did I grow my hair? All that nice stuff. Basically, the first like 2 years that I was natural, I didn't blow dry my hair. I washed it, I dried it with a towel, and then I would braid it while it was wet. Yeah. I don't know how good that is for your hair, and I probably wouldn't recommend you do that. Again, COVID was happening, full-fledged pandemic. I was just in the house experimenting with things. So that was really what I was doing, was trying to see like, how do I navigate the nature of natural hair? And on the topic of that, I said before, I would watch these videos with these girls with these loose, luscious curls. I thought that's how my hair was gonna be. So when I chopped it off, I didn't expect to see that I had 4Z hair. My hair is so tight. When I was trying to do those hairstyles that they were doing even after I chopped my hair off, I wasn't able to do it. So my best friend was braids. I learned how to do box braids on myself, and I did that for probably like the first year. This is when I actually started learning how to do my hair after a year of being natural, and I was getting to the nitty-gritty. How do you part your hair? What do you do? What kind of products are you using? So if I had any advice for anybody who is learning how to do their hair, is going through a phase where they just don't know what they're doing, they don't want to spend a lot of money on their hair, I would recommend learning how to do your own hair, because at that point, even if it is too much for you, at least you know how to do the basic things. So when I first started learning how to do my hair, I did for the first time in 2021 knotless braids. And I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I put the knot in knotless. I don't know why my mom let me walk out the house like that. I don't know what provoked my mother to not be mean in that instance, but that's when I needed her to say something to me and be like, Imaya, what is on your head and what are you doing? But I did go to a PWI, so that's probably why nobody said anything. And I think a year after learning how to do knotless braids, I finally got the hang of, okay, what product do I need to be using? How do I actually do knotless braids to where they don't look like they have knots in them? How can I part my hair with this mirror in the back? Like, I feel like going through that phase really taught me discipline on what I needed to do to make my hair look presentable, look clean, look appropriate, I say in quotation marks. And I feel like that kind of set the foundation for me being able to now accept being lazy, because I know how to get away with certain things and I know how to do the simple things to make being lazy more effective. So I think one huge barrier for me was learning how to cornrow. If you don't know how to braid, look up a YouTube video. Don't go to ChatGPT. Do not go to ChatGPT and be like, ChatGPT, how do I braid? Go on YouTube. I may be unk right now. This may be unk of me to say, but And my best friend when I was growing up was looking up a tutorial on YouTube on how to do something. Now, I'll still do those same things. I'll go on Pinterest, I'll go on YouTube, and TikTok is probably my last resort for looking up a tutorial on something, because I feel like a YouTube video or a Pinterest video or a pin on Pinterest will get you to the point where you need to be, to where it's thorough enough for you to understand. Back to what I was saying about the cornrowing thing. Cornrows are probably the hardest thing for me to master. I'm still not the best at cornrows, but they look presentable and people always tell me that they look good, so I must be doing something right. But once I learned how to do cornrows, I didn't have to do knotless braids all the time. I was like, okay, this is giving me a little bit more of an advantage. Now I have more styles to pick from now that I know how to do more than one thing. Like I said, I was always doing my hair in middle school, whether it was crochet hair, whether it was something, but I could never get the foundation of the cornrows down, so my mom would always have to do it for me. Going to get a surface done that you have to pay for and you're spending more money, this is coming out of your pockets, that's not gonna work. Everybody knows that I'm a multi-hyphenate. I'm a full advocator for learning how to do something yourself so that you can acquire that skill, so that you can save you some money, girl. Because we all know with this economy right now, everybody needs every little penny and cent in their bank account. That's kind of the things that I would give advice to people if they're first starting out as a natural, or they want to go natural and they just want to be lazy. Unfortunately, I fear for most of us, I feel like you have to get to a point of proficiency in order to acquire the position to be able to be lazy. So now we're at the part of the video where everybody's asking, how did I get these luscious curls on top of my head? How did I get to this point? And how am I able to do all of this without the effort? And I'm gonna let y'all in on a little secret. Y'all gotta come close though. Y'all gotta come here. Y'all gotta come here. This is not my real hair. I know, crazy. This is a half wig, but it looks like it's growing right out the scalp, don't it? One thing that I did to promote longevity is buying half wigs. Recently, that's kind of been like my go-to, just because half wigs last for such a long time as long as you're taking care of them. What do I need to worry about anything else for if I have something I can just plop on in the mornings and go to work? This takes me 3 seconds. The same amount of time it would take you to take your wrap off with your braids, make sure they're not tangled, and go. Maybe even quicker. I tell everybody that I meet who is a lazy black girl when it comes to their hair to invest in a good quality half wig. One thing I did last year before I even got into half wigs was I was getting out of glueless wigs. The only reason why I say no to glueless wigs is that if you're not a pro at laying down that lace and making sure that hair looks natural, it's gonna look a hot mess. And when you take them digital photos on your digicam, it's gonna come out and you're gonna have to edit out every single thing. That's how it was for me. Rest. Can I get an RIP in the chat? Thank you. After I stopped wearing glueless wigs and before I started wearing half wigs, which is kind of the era I'm in right now, is that as you grow and your hair texture changes, the things that you're doing for your hair, the things you need to do in your regimen also change. I remember before I'd wash my hair maybe once a month, once every 2 months, once every 3 months, because when I was growing up, that's what they would tell little black girls. They'd be like, you don't need to wash your hair every day because that's gonna get all the oils out and you need the oils. Now it's 2026, a lot of things have changed. Personally for me, I suffer from dermatitis. So I have to wash my hair, if not twice, once a week. I'm always washing my hair. It keeps my hair healthy and it makes sure that my hair is hydrated. Last year, I was just getting into washing my hair once every 2 weeks or once every week because my hair texture was changing. When I first went natural, like I said, I used to have a really tight coil pattern, but I have put a little bit more heat on it over the years. So now it's tighter near my root and it's a little bit looser on my ends, which means that, you know, my hair can be more prone to breakage, my hair can be more prone to damage. So the things that I'm doing to my hair, the least I need to do is make sure that it stays hydrated, which means that my regimen had to change. Whenever you're looking for the right answers as to how to effectively become a lazy natural, you have to make sure that whatever you're choosing to do, you're choosing to do it because your hair is saying yes to it. Like they say yes to the dress, your hair needs to say yes to the hair. You need to say yes, because I can tell you all of the things that I do and all the things that I did, but at the end of the day, everybody's hair is different. Everybody has different DNA. Everybody got different genes. Everybody mama and daddy different. So what works for me may not work for you. That's the best piece of advice that I can give, is to see what works for you as a lazy natural. Make sure that you are curating the perfect regimen to how your hair is right now and moving accordingly from that. I have an example of what works for me may not work for somebody else. Y'all know I love my mom. I'm gonna talk about her for just a little bit. My mom suffers from psoriasis. My mom is always sending me synthetic wigs. She's always like, I want this, I want this, I want this. And I'm like, girl, you know, if you put that on top of your head, your scalp is gonna be red. Your ears are gonna be bleeding from the top, and we're all gonna have an issue because you're gonna be like, why did you let me buy this wig? And I'm gonna be like, I told you so. At the end of the day, you can take my advice or you can leave it. But one thing I always do is support a lazy Black girl when it comes to doing her hair, because although our hair is beautiful, it can be a lot at times. I'm assuming if you're watching this, you are a Black girl who's looking for some hairstyles, right? You guys can check out my TikTok. Here I have a whole playlist dedicated to hairstyles I do as a Black girl who is a lazy natural. And if you guys do want to see any more videos about me doing my natural hair or my natural hair journey, comment down below what you want to hear. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, bye guys.